This video should help you get through the first Virtual Worlds challenge, which is called Robo500 1. So here we go. Click on Robot Virtual Worlds icon on the desktop. We're going to double check that under Window, select Virtual World to use, that we're in Curriculum Companion. Under Robot, for compiler target, we're looking at Virtual Worlds. And for platform type, we want Lego Mindstorms NXT. If it's not, you may have to come down here and select it under Lego Mindstorms. We're going to open a sample program. And we're going to choose Basic Movement. And then we're going to choose Moving Forward. NXT, not Tetrix. This program, as has been explained before, the green are comments. They do nothing in the program. They're just descriptions. The blue and the red are the commands that actually run the program. This program waits for 2 seconds. This is 2000 milliseconds or 2 seconds. And then both motors go forward at 100% power. And it does that for 3 seconds. So let's take a look at the challenge that we're going to try to do. We're going to go ahead and download this program, which will bring up the virtual environment. And again, you can log into CS2N, create an account. It'll keep track of your progress, give you badges. We are going to log in as a guest. And we are going to go straight to movement. And Robo500 1 is our first challenge. You can see that we start at point A, and we need to go around this track. So I'm going to say Start Activity, and here we are. But I already know that going forward for 3 seconds is actually going to make this robot drive off the end of the course and crash. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try 2000. I guess I'll leave the speed at 100. But I also don't really need to wait for 2 seconds for the program to begin. So I'm going to get rid of that. Delete. And now, because I have made changes to this, it's really important that if you make changes to the program, you then say File, Save As, and I am going to save into my documents a folder that I created called Robotics. You should create a folder in your documents, which is your H drive. And if you don't have an H drive, put it in the desktop, but create a folder called Robotics. You can do that by saying New Folder up here. And then these are NXT. I'd make another folder for NXT programs, but you don't have to. But now we are writing this program for a challenge called Robo500 1. So I'm going to name this program Robo500 or something like that, so that later on, if I need to do this tomorrow, the next day, I'll know what this program does before I open it. I don't have to open all the files to know what it is. And then save. This is important because if you don't do this, you will change the pre-created sample programs, and if you mess them up, then they're gone. Those programs work. They may not do exactly what you want them to do, but they will at least download and work and give you an idea of how the programs work. If you change your sample programs and you modify them, then they're gone. So I'm saving. I'm going to say Save As and then put them here. Once again, what did I do? I went File, Save As, and then save them to another location, preferably your documents. and preferably in a new folder. So, what did I change? This had been 3,000. I made it 2,000. Right now, these are going full power, 100%, 100%. What if I change that to 50? So I made another change. I don't have to go back and say save as, because now this is already called Robo500. That's fine. And let's add to this. One really helpful thing is to select a piece of the program and then hold the control button and then C, and then I'm going to enter down and paste below. So now we have two copies, motor 5050 to then 2000, motor 5050 2000. But what if I wanted to turn? This program needs us to turn up here, and it's going to be a right turn. To turn right, I need my right motor to go slower. I'm going to turn it off. So now it's going much slower than my left motor. This is going to make it turn to the right. So now we're going to compile this. Then we're going to download it to the robot. And it should go forward and then turn to the right. Let's see if it does. So it did what we wanted it to do, but your job will be figuring out what's wrong, what needs to be done. So what happened? Let's take a look to get you pointed in the right direction. First of all, we didn't make it all the way to that line. This was where we were supposed to be going straight. What could have helped us to get to that line? We could have gone faster. We could have made this 75. We could have made it 100%. Maybe it would have gone too far and crashed off the edge, but you can adjust that. Or, since it didn't go far enough, we could leave these the same and just say 2,500, which would be 2.5 seconds, or 3 seconds, or 4 seconds. We can adjust that over and over again until it goes the right amount of distance, and then it turned. But we'll run this program one more time. Even if it had done that, it turned too much, and it was going to hit this line. So 2 seconds of turning right here. This, because we slowed one motor down, that made it turn. And the slower motor is the direction it will turn to. So if we turn off or slow down the right motor, it's going to turn right. And if we slow down the left motor, it would have turned left. But 2 seconds was too far. So too much of a turn. Reduce that until it's making exactly a 90 degree turn. Once you have that, you can copy and paste all of this. Copy it. Paste it below. Now you're going to make another forward and right turn. You need to do that again and again and again. You're supposed to go around this track twice to complete the challenge. That's it. That's the Robo501 challenge.